Question 13. How can I export records with memo? Answer. To export records, select menu File/Save As. You can select the fields to be exported and specify their order. DBF Viewer allows you export records with memo to Excel, XLS, XLSX, CSV, text, XML, SQL and HTML file formats. Question 14. How can I edit a memo field? Answer. To edit a memo field, select record in the list and double-click on the memo. Memo editor allows you view, edit, print and export to text file. Question 15. How can I edit a DBF file? Answer. To edit a DBF file, select record in the list and double-click or press enter. Question 16. What is the history of Dbase? Answer. Dbase history can be traced back to 1978, when it was created by Wayne Ratliff and initially named the Vulcan. In the 1980s, Ashton Tate purchased Vulcan and marketed it as Dbase 2, which is considered to be the first Dbase version. Question 17. What is the file extension or Dbase file? Answer. DBF. Question 18. How to repair corrupted DBF files? Answer. DBF Recovery empowers its users with the ability to recover a damaged database back to its pristine condition without needing the expertise to accomplish such a task or requiring the additional expense of hired recovery services. When the program runs, you see a simple interface with two main fields. Select the file for recovery in the first field and the folder for the output in the second. As an added option, you can choose to recover deleted records in the database. Once everything is set, you click on the Start button. DBF Repair tool does the rest. It repairs the headers and data structures in an automatic process that involves no interaction with the user. After all, you may not want to sit around and watch the process. With DBF Recovery, you'll truly have a lean, mean DBF repairing machine without functional fluff. Question 19. What is code signing? Answer. Dbase Plus, beginning with version 2.61.4, supports running application access that have been code signed. Code signing is a method of identifying who the publisher of an executable file is and ensuring that the file has not been altered since publication. It works by adding a digital signature to the end of an executable file, which can then be checked at runtime for its authenticity. A digital signature consists of a digital certificate along with a publisher's public key that has been issued by a certification authority, such as VeriSign, TAVTE, or Komodo. A part of the digital certificate is encrypted using the publisher's private key. Question 20. Can Dbase compile Visual foxpro source code? Answer. Most of the old XBase commands that run on VFP will also run on Dbase, except in cases where foxpro diverged from the Dbase syntax or invented new syntax. However, the newer object-oriented features in VFP, such as forms, entry fields, push buttons, etc., are very different from the equivalent Dbase features. At this time, there are no conversion tools available to convert from VFP to Dbase Plus. However, we have compiled 3 text files that show how Visual foxpro commands map to Dbase Plus. VFP2 marching smd.txt contains a list of VFP commands whose names map to exact or nearly exact Dbase Plus equivalents. VFP2 bequiv smd.txt contains a list of VFP commands that can be handled differently in Dbase Plus. The second column shows how to look for the Dbase Plus equivalent. VFP2 nomatch.txt contains a list of VFP commands that do not have a close equivalent in Dbase Plus. Some of these items can be replicated in Dbase by using add-on libraries or by custom coding. Question 21. Why, in XP, are some form objects' color normal properties being ignored? Answer. The XP manifest file is used to have your form objects look like the new XP common controls. Because of this, push buttons, rectangles, notebooks, and possibly other objects have their color settings all or partially overridden. The push button has a property called system theme, which when set to false, the default is true, will ignore the manifest file and use the old common controls, thereby allowing the color settings to show. Question 22. How can we import data from widespread file formats? Answer. Use built-in import wizard for importing data from XLS, text, CSV, XLSX, XML, DBF file formats. Question 23. Why is Table Structure Designer used? Answer. You can easily add, rename, and delete fields in your DBF files by using Table Structure Designer. Question 24. Write about NDX, CDX, NDX, MDX index files. Answer. The CDX, MDX, NDX, NDX index files contain and maintain pointers to records in the table.dbf file and is organized according to the index key values. An index file is separate from but associated with a dbf file, so you should open a dbf file firstly and then associated index files if needed. Unlike CDX/.mdx files that open automatically when the associated table is opened, you must open a NDX/.mdx file explicitly using Program's Index Manager dialog box. File greater than Index Manager menu item. Index files are only relevant for searching in the dbf. You really don't need them, i.e. you can read the dbf data file without the index file. Removing the index file might break your application though. Question 25. How can we generate powerful enterprise-level reports? Answer. The business customers can use the Visual Report Designer with a complete set of layout and design controls to design highly formatted, interactive, and professional-looking reports. Reports can be exported and repurposed to the electronic formats used by most end users.